Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our first lesson. We are going to start a new unit, Managing Continuous Organization Improvement. My name is Anjum Satar and it's my email address anjum@ukversity.co.uk. If you have any question, please drop me email on my email address. So before starting this new modules, new unit, so we'll discuss first what we're supposed to be learn in it. So you well know and well aware of the unit contents. So let's place everything on Moodle. So we'll start. So aim of this unit and learner to yourself to develop the knowledge, understanding, skill required to create a culture. What is meant by culture? Culture means norms, value, the way we do the business. So every organization have different culture of continuous improvement. It's continuous improvement. You may be heard about CPD, continuous professional development. So it means you never stop it. Carry on improving your organization. We have to carry on improving our culture. That will help to improve the organization. If we don't improve it, we'll say whatever we used to do is enough. And we used to be successful company. It not mean you're successful will be forever. So it's a regular improvement. The learner have opportunity to develop the skill required to plan organization change. Change is always is a crucial. Think about few years back, technology was not dominant. If we don't use the technology, even ourselves, if we don't know the computer, how to use computer, we don't know the software, and we never want to learn it, so we can't. What will be happen? Organization not going to take us, not going to offer us the job. So it's very crucial for us to be continuous improvement, and as well in the organization is very crucial to improve organizations as well. So then we have a learning outcome. So first learning outcome today lesson we'll go through and we'll address and we'll discuss about assessment criteria. So we have 3 assessment criteria. You can pass this modules, you can get merit in it, or you can get distinctions. These are the 3 grades you can get. So for this unit, first learning outcome, understand how organization create a culture, how we can create a culture in our organization, improvement and acceptance of change. So how the people can accept the change, why is the change important? So all our discussion will be focused today. We have these assessment criteria. Describe the feature of organization and encourage and allow for continuous improvement. Analyze the approaches with different approaches of change. We'll discuss different approaches for change, how we can make change, and evaluate the different approaches of continuous quality. So quality, which we'll go through as well, and we'll discuss what is meant by quality itself. Evaluate how the leadership, so we'll discuss about the leadership style and the change, how leadership style can embed the change, why leadership style and different leadership style. A couple of you maybe learn in other modules as well, leadership style, democratic, autocratic, free run. So we'll all go through these in our discussion as well. So we'll discuss, assess the importance of continuous improvement in supporting organization success. So we'll go through organization success and continuous. Then we have inductive contents, what we're supposed to be learn. So under this, we're supposed to discuss about organization features. What is meant by organization first? Anybody knows organization? Definition of organization? Organization is an artificial person. Organization is a legal entity, separate legal entity, which is mean the organization have own culture, or have own identity. So or business culture, will go through business culture, always very important. The culture is mean norms, value. And like if you have a Nike sign, if I even don't put it, that you can say, oh, this is a Nike company, they offer this and that. And then of course you can betterly the culture, the quality of organization. Business structure will we can discuss about different organization structure, flat structure, matrix structure organization structure where clear role and responsibility. If we don't have a clearly who is responsible for what, it can create a mess in organization. So for continuous improvement, we continue looking the clear role, clear responsibility. So all this we'll discuss as well. Input from employees is very crucial. Communication between two ways. Effective communication is meant by what you want to get and what you want to say. Same thing people can understand as well, and they will respond to you in the same manner, whichever manner you want as an organization, as a manager in our organization. So we need to look around. Stakeholder. Anybody knows what is meant by stakeholders? Stakeholders mean anybody who has any interest in the business is called stakeholder. Role of governance. Governance is very important. How we can govern the organization, how we run the organization. So different governance model as well, but we'll go through the normal governance issues. Legal requirement. Every organization have different legal requirement. If you're a sole trader, 1% business, if you are a partnership, if you're a company need to be registered in the company house. If you're a public and private limited, there are the different legislation for this. Like, if you want to start a private limited company in the UK, you require £50,000 worth of investment to start the company. Research and development, R&D, research and development is very crucial for, and research and development expenses are very, so we must need to be continuous look around the research development. Anybody has a Nokia? Okay, let's think about, do you have a Nokia? Oh, if you don't have a Nokia, why you don't have a Nokia now? Because few years back, most of us used to be Nokia. But the research and development CEO of Nokia cut the expense on the research and development. So ultimately what's happened, the Nokia not managed to launch the product, and ultimately they not managed to launch the new innovative product like Apple, like Samsung and various other smartphone companies. So research and development is very crucial for continuous improvement. Okay, next area we'll look, leadership style. Different leadership style. Consultative leader, those are consult. Democratic leader, those select. Autocratic leader, those are authority, they say no, they must have to follow their own way of leadership. Inspired, so different leader in the different environment, they give their total independent to the pioneers, those are innovate something. Drivers, those drive. Integrator, those can investigate, the management style will go through. Sporting communication, and some leaders, team meetings is very, very important. Receiving suggestion, acceptance of risk, cross organization, collaborate with different team, production team. That's why couple of you maybe watch the program. It's called Undercover Boss. Undercover Boss is all about you go in an organization, if different shape, the people not aware of, you're the CEO of the company, and then you learn from. So that's very crucial for our organization. That's very crucial for our organization to be. So Undercover Boss is quite good program to watch, guys. If you go online on YouTube, just type Undercover Boss. Is very important. It's quite good, to understand the culture of the organization ground level. Not sitting. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. What about yourself? Is it Arslan?
Yeah.
Welcome, Arslan. Where are you from?
Okay. I'm from Pakistan.
Okay, Arslan. So my name is Anjum. I'm delivering this modules, and I'm teaching here with UK Versity last around 6 years now. And so today I'm delivering this, and I have started this modules. I already recorded, so we'll carry on, and at the end we'll chat more in detail.
Sure.
Okay. So we discuss what is definition of organization. Organization is artificial person. We discuss organization cultures and the legal requirements. We discuss up to now the style. We discuss autocratic, democratic, free leader, and it's very crucial the leader can understand the culture of organization as well. If you're a new leader, that's why nowadays is a program called Undercover Boss. The CEO of the company is going at work in a different shape. They want to be work as an employee with the colleague. They can betterly understand because we have a team. We strong believe, according to one of the great scholar Henry Ford. Ford Motors was owner of Ford Motors, who launched actually Ford cars. He's mentioned one of his book. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is a progress, and working together is a success. So team success is a very important, and leaders need to be understand the culture of team within a organization as well. Next, our area of discussion will be the continuous improvement, continuous quality improvement. So in our organization, quality is very important, and we have to monitor the quality. Uh, Quality, you can look around, how many people are satisfied the service or whatever the service or the product you're offering. So there are the different approaches of quality. We'll go through ISO 9000. Okay, what is meant by ISO 9000? Arslan, have you heard before?
Yes, I am familiar with the term. It's a quality standard that different organizations, or I would say industries, have. I mean, I did this in my strategic marketing course back in my bachelor's. So I'm familiar with the ISO 9001 standard, if I'm right, I think.
Brilliant. Yes, you're right. This is a part of TQM, Total Quality Management as well. It's called International Standardization Organization. The organization gives the quality, and in Pakistan, Halim Milk and various other organizations, they have ISO 9000. It depends nature of the business. ISO 14000 is about environment, and
Okay.
so they have a different standard. So all about when they do audit, they check three things. What you're saying, if I'll say, in this milk or this sort of the fat or this contain it should be within it. What I'm saying, same thing I'm doing, I have a documentary evidence as well. The details come and they check, what you're saying, same thing you are doing, and that you have a documentary evidence. So that's all, which we'll go through. Quality, of course, quality is very important. Total quality management is all about ISO and the like. Because maybe you already learn about this is also continuous improvement. All these, different models of continued Six Sigma as well, which is more in Japanese approach, which is we use, continuous for improvement as well. So all this will be focused today lesson. So we'll start now. Okay, in case if you have any question, please you can drop me. My email address is here. And today lesson we have these assessment criteria which we'll go through. Our LO1 is understand how organization create the culture. So key focus will be on the cultures, change, and the leadership style. So we'll go through describe the organization culture, analyze the approaches to facilitate and acceptance the change, uh, evaluate different approaches, and we'll go through evaluate how the leadership and management style and important of continuous improvement. All this will be focused, and all the inductive content what we're supposed to be. So what is the management first? So we can start with the management. So can you define management, definition of management?
Well, it's a process where you lead, control, give away tasks, and take feedback from the subordinates that you are, expecting work to be done from, and at the same time giving the reports to your upper management about a certain project or about a certain activity or something.
Okay, great. So normally we call management is a process you design an environment to achieve the organization objective. Whatever objective you set, you as a manager to design an environment to lay down the activity to achieve your objective. You can plan, you can control, you can organize. These are all the function of management. And if you're a manager in management, we normally say 2 plus 2. 5. You're as a manager, you manage things in a way you can create extra
Hmm.
output surplus. So always manage it. You both manage it in the same level. You have been given the same resources. What maybe one manager is creating more output than other. That's why they are entitled for bonus or the incentive as well. And you're effective
Hmm.
manager. So we need to be look around to make sure we'll try work in synergies as a team. So
Hmm.
synergy mean as a team, so we can create 2 plus 2 5, not 2 plus 2 math. Maybe
Hmm.
question can be why the 2 plus 2 5. It's mean, you create extra output, you try to reduce the wastage.
Hmm.
So input we discuss, normally we do use three types of input. Any business, any organization, any activity normally we do. We need money, we need human being, and we need material. Material, it can be different assets. So we call 3 M's: man, money, and material. Okay. Any question?
No, it's pretty clear right now.
Then next, the management definition we earlier said as well. Management is a 10 of organization objective in an effective and efficient manner through planning,
Hmm.
organizing, leading, and controlling organization resources. One of the great scholar, Peter Drucker, he mentioned in one of his book uh, his views about management. Management is a task.
Hmm.
Management is a discipline. If we have a discipline, we are a manager. Yes, we manage. But management is also people. If you can't understand different people element or sentiments of, and that's, you're not a good manager really, because of course you need to be achieve objective of organization, whatever maybe you have to work as a normal layman with them as well, because
Hmm.
ultimately you as a manager, is your objective to be achieve your organization objective is a key thing, whatever way you will achieve. Every achievement of management is achievement of manager. Every failure is a failure of manager. So either whichever industry we are, like in a hospitality industry, role of management is essential. Coordinate task, technology, structure, people, policies, yes, procedures. So all we need a corporate strategy, action plan. So managers make and they achieve, why they achieve all the organization. If we don't
Yes.
achieve it, we can't sustain organization. Now looking the leadership, what leadership always looking the strategy, they looking the vision, value, people, and work processes. What is the organization culture? So people explain different ways. So organization is a shared belief, yes.
Hmm.
So exemptions, consider appropriate ways to think and act within an organization. Then a different other basic assumption and belief that are shared by the member of organizations that are unconsciously and defined in a basic taken for the granted fashion. So every organization fashions or the cultures come different from the national culture, individual culture, and Dali can be embedded. Some say European products are very good in terms of quality. So some says Chinese goods are not in a good quality. Yes. So why they are saying it? Because the reason is a different cultural background and different quality standards being set up.
Hmm.
So that's why is a different. Um, so we need to make sure whatever the culture represent in our organization. So he saw it has the mixture of the factor, different factors, the behavior. Behavior also represent the culture of organization, norms. So how sportive culture in our organization. So think about in terms of the private organization, private banks and the government bank. So different managers have a different culture. If you go, the managers will come to you and say and
Hmm.
help you to deposit your money. But if it's a government sector, maybe they're not bothered about it because they don't have a performance related incentive. If we link performance relative incentive, maybe the managers will be more keen to provide the good services, because ultimately if we don't have a good services as a customer, we can move to the different banks or different organizations. So customer organization rule procedures, processes, feeling, or the climate that conveyed without the word. If we, without saying anything, you enter in the organization, you can say, "Oh, it's a wonderful organization. People are very supportive." So this represents the culture. Then Hofstede, one of the great scholar, he wrote many things, many books on culture as well and the cultural issues. He's saying work was the particularly concerned with national culture, any because it's a different culture in our organization. Defined culture as being collective, but often intangible. So intangible culture sometimes it's intangible because we can't. We have to observe it. Yeah.
Yes.
So
I have a question here. I have a question here. Like it's defined as it's defined culture as being collective but often intangible. What is a tangible culture then? I mean, it is an assumed thing. Like you cannot see or you cannot touch that. But what is a tangible culture? What do you mean by tangible culture?
yes, tangible culture. Look around the infrastructure of organization, building, layout, which is also part of culture. Yes,
Okay.
any asset you own it in our
Okay.
organization.
Okay. Yeah.
External element of cultures which are more viable, yes, are the known as the practices. The later include, of course, such as the greeting, yes, hero, such as the organization, some symbols, some gestures. The culture of different organization can be, we can look down and we can differentiate from national culture can be differentiated by values, yes.
Yeah.
Like in different, some can be culture in our organization, religious values as well in that country.
Hmm.
So culture layers, different layers in the culture. So according to the Johnson and Scholl, is saying and divide the culture into four layers, values in our organization. Yes,
Yeah.
we treat people as we treat. Yes. We treat equally. We provide fair chances. We deal with the honesty. What we say, same thing we deliver. Yes, we exceed from expectation. So these are the values in our organization. Yes, things like integrity. Yes, I mean honesty, respect. Yes, excellent. Typical written down in the value statement. Believe these can be. We can look around the people, talk about the issues in the organization's face. Yes, and
Yep.
believe that the organization won't dwell if it doesn't value its people. So if they, we say no problem. If you want to stay in an organization, no problem. You want to leave, leave it. Yes. So what will be happen? This represent the organization culture because people in the organization, if future worker, they always look how many people left the organization.
Hmm.
Why the people imply the leaving organization? If the leaving organization, which definitely did show the people are not satisfied with the culture of organization. Culture is a whole system, yes, not just one event. So work and the other routines we can look around. Taken granted the exemption called paradigm, yes, we can look around. Those aspects of the thinking that are the different to identify and explain. Such we don't do things like that wrong here. So we can look around different cultures and these are the different of culture we can look around. Further we look around the characteristic of culture, what represent the culture, what need to be. In some culture is the innovations, yes.
Yep.
And the risk taking is a very important. So your manager that can be a risk taker, yes.
Hmm.
Attention to detail. Some can give attention detail outcome, yes.
Does
Outcome
it have to do with the micromanagement, the attention to detail?
yes. So you're looking at macro both levels, in
Hmm.
detail. If the environment change, you're looking your organization need to change as well themselves, yes. People orientation, yes. Betterly understand different background, different culture,
Hmm.
different caste. Team
Hmm.
orientation, yes. In the team, you have a male, female. How you set the equality rules for male and female, yes. How you can create the culture in our organization, we need to make sure. Aggressiveness, yes. You need to look around how we can, that also represent the stability. Yes, how we can be stable in our organization. So we'll go through here. We have two organizations for suppose. So we can look around the organizations. Organization A manages fully documented all decisions, yes? Creative decisions, change and risk are not encouraged. There are a lot of rules, yes, regulation exists, all implies. Productive is valued our implies moral. We not bother about what or you're happy with the work or not on productivity. But there are, if we have a welfare of the implies, ultimately the quality of the product. If you're not happy with work, because the reason you want to stay in an organization because there are the less chance to work somewhere else. So what will be happen? We're not going to produce the quality product. Especially think about in a hotel environment. If you're not happy with the job or the nature of the job, and you normally used to be work back office, no, you're working on the front desk, and you really don't like to work at the front desk or the interaction first time with the people. So what will be happen? Ultimately, you're not satisfied. How your client will be satisfied with you? Because service is a human interaction, yes, human behavior itself. So employees are encouraged to stay in their own department. Individual efforts is encouraged. So that's so when we other organization, what they do? Management encourage and reward risk taking and change. Yes. Employees are encouraged to run with the ideas. We listen employees. Yes. Top down and bottom up approach. So top down is mean orders come from the top. Whatever your manager will say, you have to do. So like is a military man, maybe, yes, say you must need to do, you must need to complete, you have to do it, yes. But in a democratic organization, then we can maybe think about is what is as a country culture. People believe people don't want to be work themselves unless the managers will put them pressure to do things. So it can be, so that's, the different implies encouraged to run with ideas and the failures are treated as a learning. If you fail, you think no problem because you can learn from mistake and you can improve it. Yes, because you can reflect why you not achieve it. So normally in the organization we recruit now it's called STAR method of interview. Have we heard?
STAR method of interview? No, I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, so this is called STAR method of interview. Of organization, they take interviews implies on the basis of the STAR. So STAR method, S is stand for situation. They ask, give me example from your past experience. What was the situation? Yes.
Okay.
What task you was involved, what you have achieved, and what result were. Like think about it's a situation customer wasn't yes. You can say, yes, I was working such and such place, customer wasn't pleased. What task you did because you listen customer, you acknowledge their objection, you engage with it, you explore it, then you offer them some sort of free services as well. Yes. Ultimately, what's happened? The customer is agree to give us future order as well. Yes.
Okay.
Your clients and depend. So you are giving example, specific example. Think about the situation when you wasn't succeed. Yes.
Yes. I get it now. Yep.
It was the time, and you can give, that's called competency based interview, which is normally it's a lot of videos on YouTube. So if you want to be purchased, you can.
So the stars is based upon stars interview is based upon something that you were triumphant in achieving something, a project or an activity or something which
you're applying for new jobs and you wrote in the CV whatever you used to, and they want to assess it. Really, you did it or you didn't?
Okay.
You need a specific examples.
Okay.
And the outcome of that task as well. So team members are encouraged to interact with the people at all level, all function, and many reward at the team.
I'm sorry, but I'm unable to see the slides.
No problem. Just 1 second. I think so. You see now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So next we're looking. I just copied one activity for you. You can think about later on as well. Huh? If you're working,
Okay.
are you working?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So maybe you can think about the value of your organization, which is normally written in the mission statement. Thus, maybe you can think about our belief as an organization. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
can look around our behaviors within our organization implies behavior, or you can observe. Yes.
Okay.
Are taken for granted exemption. Some can be exemption. You do whatever you want to. Yes, you have a relax the flexi time. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that can also represent the culture of organization. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So next now we're looking organization culture forms. Yes, different organization cultures different. So if we say let's assume it one Chinese company and one Pakistani company is work together. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So is a different. They have a different management style, and we have a different because we can understand the local people sentiments, and they treat the people. They always have a meeting first morning. Yes.
Mm.
And maybe in other country they say the morning meeting is a waste of time. Yes.
Okay.
So we need to be look around two different cultures. Yes. So we
Yeah.
need maybe if it can create a third culture. Yes.
Yes.
So we need to make sure, because ultimately how we can interact it, because we need to make sure is a clear rule and responsibility written so people can understand what we want to decide it. So philosophy of organization founder, sometime, it really matters. What the founder said it can be selection criteria, type management, socialization, and organization. So all the philosophies of the organization founder, selection criteria, top management, socialization, and this all represent organization culture. Okay, next now we look the cultural function. Of course, it's social. Yes, they have to hold the organization together. Boundary defining convey a sense of identity of a organization member, facilitate the commitment of something larger than an individual self-interest. We always looking is the social system stability and serve as a sense of making and control mechanism in our organization. Yes, reporting system as well, appraisal system as well, recruitment selection system as well. These are our organization culture.
Mm.
Bonus system as well. So then next we looking now is a for culture change. Can we change culture? It's a very difficult thing, yes, to change the culture of organization because it
Mm.
takes a while, yes. So what
Yes.
we do when we want to change something, because unfortunate, sometimes some want instant change, but
Mm-hmm.
that has become a culture. To change the culture is a continuous. Like in the UK, it was smoking. Smoking was everywhere. You can smoke wherever you want to. In the first place, government stopped the smoking advert on telly. It was the big
Mm-hmm.
loss for organization as a country revenue,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be more consequences in terms of the health. Then second place, they stopped the smoking public transport. The third
Mm-hmm.
place, they start the smoking different restaurant and bars. Then the fourth place, they stop the smoking. You can't smoke inside your own car as well if you have a kids. Then they said no, you can't smoke inside your own house as well if you have kids in the house. You have to go out to smoke. You should be have a separate smoking area. So the cultural change is a steps change. If you do the dramatic change, people will be demotivated. They can be against you, can be union strike or whatever. Yes. If you
Mm-hmm.
impose instant taxes or instant restructuring organization, that can be against you. So what you need to do, you need in chunks. Yes, first you do 2% implement. So that sort of approach you need. We need to change. Whenever in the leadership, you need to change. Young and small organization culture, yes, and you want to be more transparent culture, yes. If you want to develop the transparent culture, you need to be transparent from the top to bottom, yes. It's a need to be step by steps. So suggestion for changing culture: have top management people become positive role model for other organizations. Their behavior. You create new stories, yes. So we need a new sort of symbols, yes? New logos, new billboard, massive clear, select and promote and support implies, yes. New values we need to redesign socialization process, yes, align with the new values. We need to make sometimes it can be divided in two types of group. Those want to accredit, those want to create a problem, and the reward them encourage those, yes, new values. If new values, encourage it, replace underwritten norms, the formal no, yes, rules and regulation. Shape the culture, yes, through for job. So what you can say, maybe people have close relationship in an organization, and they one coming in one day, not coming other day, and they are saying, no, I'm covering. That culture we need. Maybe we need to be look culture. The people working and different can give the flexibility, but we need to both, yes, as a national culture, as organization culture. Utilization of employees, because how you utilize employees. Because sometimes you have a lot of employees in an organization, you them because there is a time space. How you can create culture? Maybe you want to be like in real example in the UK, like in some organizations, some manager gives flexibility. You go for prayer, but some people take they go be spending. So they have a 20-minute, 30-minute break time. Some people maybe use so what managers can do, they give them break that time. Whatever they will do in that time is fine, yes. Whenever they want to do break. So because that maybe we are doing is a teamwork, and someone going away from the team, of course we can't complete the team activity with respect. So we need to look around these issues in the organization can create a problems. Okay, next now looking one of the wins step model. He's saying unfreeze, moving and refreezing. Have we heard or learned before?
No.
Okay, this is when you want to, you can unfreeze something. Yes, you change, you freeze. Is meant by which will go. When you want to change, getting ready for time. First, you need to deliver the message. Yes, set people mind they change themselves. Yes, because as a country, sometimes they don't want to be changed. Because I want to see from my generation, from my forefathers, they used to do the same way. How you can say to me to change? Yes.
Yes.
Because maybe our moms, our leaders used to say something. This we used to do culturally wrong things. Maybe yes. So unfreezing is yes to make ready them change. First, we need to develop the knowledge. Yes. We need to embed in academia in our subject. Yes. Then we need to be will implement the change, because otherwise it create a problem. Moving, making the change. Yes. So first you make them ready, then you move them towards change. Yes.
Yes.
Like people not follow the queue, yes. We need
Yes.
to teach them the importance of the queue making, yes, not using relationships. Then we move to the words chain, yes.
Yes.
So first, then of course, if anybody break, it will get punishment now. Then the rephrasing, yes, stabilizing the chain. No, it's a rephrasing. Is the change happen? No, it's become a culture. Yes, you don't need to be too much. Every day you monitor the people. Yes. So unfreezing, sometimes it can be dissatisfy as well. Yes, people, because they are not willing to change. Yes.
Yes.
What you're saying it. Activate and strength top management support. Use participation in decision making. Yes. So think about if we want to change something and we can involve, oh, we want to make the roads in this area, but if we don't involve the local people, they can create a problem for us. So first of all, we need to make them ready. Yes. And we'll say you will get reward, you will get the local jobs, your goods will be sold, this and that, of course. So establish goals, yes. We need to be look around acceptable changes, yes. Develop management structure. Develop two ways communication, yes, not one
Yes.
way. Rephrasing, we also discuss build success experience, yes. Divide the desire. Those will dwell or work toward the desired behavior, give them. Those save money, those don't save money, those ministries save money, they should be rewarded as well, yes. Bonus. Those organization is a more productive, give them. So next we're looking some individual. Some people sometimes they don't want to be changed, yes. They
Yes.
create the problem in our organization. They can quite resistance, yes, to be changed. Selective information process. Fear of unknown, because of course they have a fear, they don't know the things. Why? Economic factor, yes, can be. Some say, come on, I was used to be sit at home and used to get my salary, why I have to go work now? I will be against it, yes.
Yes.
But we need to look around because it's a culture, it's an individual mindset we need to change. It takes a while, it's not develop instant. Security habits, yes, all we need to look around. Then we're looking effective management, yes. So we discussed earlier management. What is the difference between managers and leaders? Is there any difference?
Yes. I mean, manager is like dependent upon achieving a certain goal or an objective, whereas leader is has to ensure that the organization meets its objectives and long-term goals.
Well then, leader leader is the lead. Leader can influence. Leader can innovative. Yes, managers just manage day-to-day jobs. Yes. So competency, knowledge, skills required. Yes, all this. And then leadership style. Earlier we said as well. Yes, different leadership style we can use. Directing. Yes, goal setting, identify problems. So these can be different leadership styles. Leader can be coaching leader, yes, those coach them people, yes,
Yeah.
those teach them. Leader style can be sporting leader, yes, those sport them. I'm sorry, I'm skipping few, yes, is more common.
No, it's all right.
Then the leader can be delegating, yes, style. Leader can be. Then next we're looking quality. Okay, if I want to measure the performance someone, performance always equal to three things. Whenever you measure the performance of anyone, you measure in term of the time, how much somebody is taking time, in term of the cost, how much costing you, and in term of the quality, yes. So time, cost, and quality is very crucial, yes. Always. Because if you're just saying, oh, no, this person is very fast, yes, but maybe making many mistakes, and at the end of the day, you have to rework on your product, yes.
Yes.
So you need to make sure that, because rework is a cost as well, huh? And the quality have a long-term impact on business. So maybe first year we can sell the things and we can, but after next year we can't, yes. Then different dictionary explain the quality: degree of excellence, total features, yes, of the characteristic that satisfy the needs, and customer and the producer perspective can be different, yes. Quality. So quality, how we can manage quality: producer perspective, quality confronts against the standard, yes, whatever the standard we set, against the cost, against, yes, or within the price. But the customer perspective is quality characteristic and the price is a link with each other. If you're paying high price, you expect high quality, yes.
Yes.
If you're drinking a cup of tea in Marriott Hotel and the cup of tea on the corner shop, so on the roadside, yes. So we can look around because you expect the quality. That's why you're paying, 1,000 rupees and 100 rupees, yes, 900 extra. Why are you paying it? Because you want relaxed environment there. So then, of course, fitness of commercial use, we need to be, is it in commercially viable or not? Huh? Okay, any question? Next, we're looking the quality throughout the organization, TQM. We learn about TQM. Total quality management, yes?
Yes.
It meant by, in our organization, what we want to do, if we have a policy, everything we do on quality. So you need to make sure, first thing, you advertise in the quality newspaper, yes? You recruit the quality people, not on the base of the liking and disliking. Then, of course, you have a quality machine, yes? You provide the quality time, you provide the quality reward, yes? Ultimately, that can be lead to the quality product in all area quality. If you don't buy the good quality of material and you're saying you produce the good quality of output, yes, you can't. So this is all about. Then there are a lot of gurus, they discuss about the qualities in different areas. Quality is assurance, yes, control charts and different things, yes. So time wise, the people used to be more in the productivity side. Then it's come now developing the course during the Second World War to teach stats, yes, maths, and the quality in terms of numbers. Different techniques in engineering, statistics, yes, means, average, and just in time you buy things when you need it, yes. That's all. That's all was focused. Then it came now. Focus on the strategic quality, long term, not short term. Yes, you focus not maybe your first year, few years, you not earn a lot of profit, but your organization need to develop it. Then of course people trust on your organization and you carry on. So in the different philosophies and different authors said about different concept they gave us about quality. Yes. So emphasize on the cost and the poor quality. If we don't, yes, you just focus on the cost. Like some people don't buy the Chinese product. They're saying is the cost wise is okay, but the quality wise not. So a lot of Chinese company they're focusing on the qualities, and then they divide in different countries and they sending same product, different quality, different categories. Is the toys in Pakistan or in developing country they send is a totally different toys quality or the plastic they use in the developed countries. Yes, of course, price can be different as well, but is a huge quality. Yes, there is a one is called fishbone diagram. Have we learned anything about fishbone?
No.
Is all about the primary activities and secondary activities. So you need to be make sure your quality, your primary activity will be focused on the quality as well. If you're just saying your customer service are good, yes, but your product not good, so you can't really overall quality you can achieve. You can't satisfy 100% your clients. Huh? So then next we looking the qualities. These are the all the factor are 14 point given by Deming. So we create the consistency. Yes.
Okay.
Adopt the philosophy of preventions. Yes. These mass inspection, too much inspection sometimes create a problem as well. Yes.
Yes.
So select a few suppliers. Yes. Not many suppliers. Constant improve system. Constant. Always look, the way, always observing, doing research. Yes. How we can reduce times. Institute workers training. Yes.
Yes.
Training. Lot of now in school colleges, you don't need to make the student to be successful in the exam. You need to be develop the leadership qualities. Yes. So they can lead as well. So lot of organization they teaching, even you're doing engineering, they teaching leadership subject as well. So that's why we need to look around the leader. Eliminate the fear among employees. Yes. You create a culture there is no fear. They can come and enjoy. Eliminate the barriers. Yes. In department, sometimes finance don't want to listen about production. So involve them in the meeting. Eliminate the slogans. Yes. Sometimes the slogans. Yes. Is very bad slogans being developed up. So remaneuver, or we can say renumbers. Yes. Remove the numerical quotas. Yes. We're not giving quotas really. We just focus on enhance the worker pride. Yes. Respect. Institutional. Yes. All sort of trainings. All we need to be look around those. Those are effective or not. Develop the commitment from the top level to implement above 13 points. Yes. All these 13 points from the top level management need to be. Yes. They respect. They listen. Anybody can go in their office. Yes. So not creator. So then is called, this is a cycle. You plan something. Yes. Identify problem. You develop a plan to remove the problem. Then you do it. Yes. You implement it, whatever you plan it. Yes. Then you do checks. You're working according to the plan. Like you have a plan, but you don't have a control. Yes. So you need always look. Then act. Yes. Institutionalize improvement. Yes. Continues. What's happened? What we not achieve it. This year we said we'll quit the smoke. At the end we can see it. Yes, after 3 months, 4 months. This year I'm saying I will go through gym. I'll do sports and this. I can carry on continues. Yes, I carry on reflecting. I'm saying this year I'll learn this, that. Yes. So it's a cycle. It's never stop. So TQM, of course, we discuss about total quality management. Yes, patronizing relationship between the companies and its supplier, with the customer, with the information technology network we need to create in our organization. Quality cycle, which we discussed, just is PDCL. Yes, organization member the same areas with training. We know the problem. We can analyze the problem. We can solutions. Yes, is a continuous. Six Sigma is a process of developing perfect product and the service. Yes, with the zero defect. Yes, or you reduce the defect. So Six Sigma is all about with the zero defect. Yes. So zero defect early because the rework is more costly than the making the plan. You take more time to planning instead of more time to producing. Yes, because if you plan well, you can produce well. So they are the different approaches. Black belts and the green belts. Yes. The project leader and the master black belt is the teacher and the mentors you need to, and the green belt is the project team members. Yes. So you need to be look around all the, if you want in a country or in society. So you need to make sure everyone involved. Then the Six Sigma, you define, you measure, you analyze, you improve, control. Yes. In all, you improve the problem, yes. You measure it, what the problem, you analyze it, you improve it, you control it, yes. And TQM, total quality management, it can be identify in service as well. Like earlier we said, you recruit the right person for the right job. Benchmark, yes. If you don't have a benchmark, how you measure it performance, yes. You need to draw the benchmark, yes. And cost of achieving good quality, of course, sometimes the cost involved. Prevention cost, yes. If in an organization you don't have an audit department, you can, and audit department should be independent department, yes. Yes. So in the UK, every organization there is a watchdog. That's the independent body. If anybody have a complaint, they can do watchdog. So if anybody police not treat you, have an independent police complaint commission. So anybody can do complaint against individual. So if we have set up, yes, so quality will improve, yes, service will improve. So we can look around those appraisals cost. Maybe we have those things, but it's not been communicated and public not aware of. Appraisal cost, yes, sometimes it's appraisal cost, but appraisal benefit as well. Cost of poor quality, it can be huge, yes. If you can hire the agency staff, low skills, what will be happen? You produce low skills, yes. Jobs. So external failure cost is a huge, maybe your order will be rejected, yes. Any question?
No, it's understandable by now.
ISO 9000 we earlier discussed, yes. It's all about you define and you check. I copied this link, yes.
Okay.
So we're running out of time, so you can copy this link here, and you can do your own quiz. At the end, will show you your answers as well. Huh?
Okay.
So you can, like when you copy this link, yes. It should be Google Chrome not supporting this. So what we can do, we can explore its work. So like you can copy this there.
Okay.
And then you can, it should work, huh? I don't know if there's a problem, but you can copy this, huh?
No,
if not work, we'll see next lesson.
Later. Okay.
Okay, so that's all today lesson. Okay, let's So thanks for attending this lesson. So guys, if you have any question, if you're just listening this, just drop me emails. Today lesson we learn about LO1 is all about the how we can manage our quality. We discuss about leadership style, and we discuss about the change and why change is important. So like we can quote about the example of Nokia as well. So Nokia is, many people don't have a Nokia. The reason is don't have a Nokia because the CEO of the company has cut the cost on research and development, and his was focused on the cost side, so not looking the quality and the innovation side. So ultimately what's happened, Nokia not managed to launch the latest mobile, and they lost a lot of shares in the market, and other companies, they captured the market shares. So that's why very few people have a Nokia now, and the CEO of the company said sorry to the shareholder and left the company. So that's all, we'll keep today. So continuous improvement is very crucial, but when you make the change, of course, leaders can make difference. So success and the failure is a success, and the failure of the managers. So 2 plus 2 can make 5 if we work in teams. All we discussed about synergy today lesson as well. All about whatever we discuss in our lessons is all about the continuous improvement of organization, how we can improve organization. Those will sustain long term, and not a loss making unit, the profit making unit as well. So hope so. I will speak you all by next lesson. If you have any question, just drop me email on my email address. Thanks for attending.